Hey guys, Ryan Stileson here. It's Wednesday, December 24th. It's 2 o'clock, and I'm going to give you all the latest and greatest regarding Google Local Service Ads, otherwise known as Google Verified, and also for Google Business Profile as well, for all you guys that are into the organic ranking and optimization. I'm also going to talk to you a little bit about conversational AI. So the first two strategies are, as I've always said, is all about generating leads. The last is about getting the phone answered and converting those leads. I've got Jack backstage. I'm going to bring him on in a second. So yeah, going to bring you on in 1 second. Is my buddy that I play pickleball with. And yeah, so today I'm going to talk about, and for you guys that don't know me or that are new, there's probably not going to be a lot of people on because it's the day before Christmas. But I am the founder of an agency called Accelerate Marketing. It's been around for about almost 2 decades now, and you can go to Accelerate Your Marketing. It's at the bottom of my screen there. And then you can also, if you'd like, you can text us, text the word audit to 619-304-5155 to get a free audit for your Google LSA or your Google Business Profile page. And we also do have a free school community. You can see at the bottom of the screen there, it's school.com, SKOOL.com/local lead labs. And I do that to help business owners generate exactly what I talk about today, which is pre-qualified, pre-sold leads. And really what this workshop is for is primarily to help business owners and or agency owners. I get a lot of agency owners that are on both my school communities, which is what Jack is, and he's setting one up and getting started. But basically, the best way that this works is if somebody joins me to ask questions. So if you're watching the replay of this, or you're watching live, just post a comment below the video. I'll respond live here, or on the recording of the video, I'll respond within 24 hours and immediately if you're live. Obviously, join us as well. I'm going to post a link to the video here right now. So let me just share that, and then I'll have Jack join us, and I'll go through what I put in the description that I said I was going to talk about today. So in the comments, so here's the and like I was saying, why should you listen to me? We've been, like I said, my agency's been around for almost 2 decades. And we are a partner with Google. We've been selected by Google, one of maybe 40 agencies worldwide that get additional data from Google directly from partner support to help our business owners make the most out of the local service ads profiles that they have, which is that's the partner program that we're on. And we also help, like I said, we help businesses with their Google Business Profile page. So I'll go over like what those two things are. And yeah, if you have any questions, just let us know. And with that, I'll add Jack to stage. What's going on? What's up, Jack?
What's up, bro? What's up?
How's it going? So yeah, so Jack is a buddy of mine. We play pickleball together, and he is a photographer, and he's looking to. Is it okay if I share with people like what?
Yeah, of course,
Okay.
bro.
Yeah, so he's looking to help business owners, like I started out doing years ago, and I think it's really cool. So anything I can do to help, I always point people in the right direction. I've tried almost every different way to generate leads for businesses over the past 20 years. And from meta ads to YouTube organic content, which works well, to Google Business Profile optimization, to, I mean, you name it, to local service ads optimization. We've, done email marketing, and, and this is what I was telling you is that, like the one that I found the best right now is far and away, as long as the vertical is offered for the business owner, as long as the business owner can run local service ads, the best opportunity is with Google Verified or Google Local Service Ads. And what I was sharing with you earlier, and then we'll go into like, what I said that we're going to talk about, and then we can kind of go into, your specific questions. Because I know a lot of people are wanting to, they might have like seen the description and want to get the answers to what I posted about this video in terms of what I was, going to talk about. But let me share my, screen. Here, it says phone in use. 1 second. Hold on. All right. Okay. Let me see when you should be able to see in a second here. 1 second. Share screen, window, boom, boom. Okay. So you should see my phone.
Cool.
Okay. So, I'm going to show you. So unfortunately, this is what I was looking for. I was looking for like photographer, Los Angeles, or photographer. Let's see, wedding photographer, maybe. No. Yeah. So there's no Google Verified for wedding photographer, unfortunately.
I just looked in like a incognito Google search on my desktop here in Jupiter, and I saw some sponsored. It looked like local service. Is that just?
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's pay-per-click. That's why I wanted to show you this. So
it had their reviews. Like, is it different on the phone? See, thought it said sponsored. And
yeah, right here, sponsored results. So this thumbtack's showing up on mine, but you might just have an individual business that's actually like showing up, and most likely, I guarantee you that's just, unless it looks like this. Let me show you. This is what it should look like. So, no, not like that. Hold on 1 second. Let me find one. Here we go. Okay. So if I type in, like, for example, asphalt contractor Miami, you see where it says, like, here it says sponsored businesses, and then it says landscapers Miami. And this is this is Google Local Service Ad. This is Google Verified. And you know that because when you click on it, and this guy takes a few hours to respond. This is a guy that needs a text back service.
Yeah.
And they all do. Yeah. It's so funny. So yeah. So this guy. So here's the details. They've got a background check and they've got insurance, and they also usually have to have a license. But for this type of paving, I guess you don't need a license in this state, whatever. Well, in Florida. But the verified badge, the Google Local Service Ad verified badge, is this thing right here. So if you click on that link that you have on your phone and it doesn't have this right next to it, then it's not a verified business. It's not local service ads.
Oh, it has to be verified to be a local service ad?
Yeah. Yes. So what you're looking at is, I guarantee, it's pay-per-click. It's Google PPC. And I'll tell you the reason. So what I started saying in the beginning is that local service ads are better than Google pay-per-click. And I know that across the board because Google actually did a study on, like, this is probably 4 years ago when we kind of early in the game for local service ads. It was with a personal injury attorney that we worked with in Atlanta. And they actually did a study to compare the effectiveness of Google Local Service Ads versus Google PPC, like the cost, like the ROI. And the ROI was insanely different. It was insane. Like, literally, the return on investment was like twice as much for Google Local Service Ads as it was for PPC.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's just like, and it's still that way. And part of the reason is because, and I've talked about this a lot on these calls, is because, like all the psychological triggers are engaged with. Like when you watch a late night infomercial, what do you see? You see social proof, you see specificity, meaning, they're specifically talking about the job type that you take. See, this is super specific. Like, that this guy is specifically in Miami. That these businesses are, that they specifically do your job type, which is driveway or walkway paving, which is what you're looking for, or any of these other job types. So there's a lot of specificity. There's specificity. There's a lot of social proof, because you can see that here's their social proof. Here's their reviews. There's authority, because they've got that verified badge, that little blue badge. That's authority. And there's also authority just by them showing up at the top of Google. They're literally at the very top of Google. There's a little bit of scarcity, and late night infomercials all have this. They all have scarcity, like, oh, we only have 15 Ginsu knives left, and
Yeah.
and you've got to take action, in the next 20 minutes, so there's like, there's scarcity there. And it's only available. Here's the fifth one: exclusivity. This is only available for people in Florida. You know what I'm saying? For example. And so that's what, again, and there's that as well. There's also exclusivity, because there's only two that are actually available here. There's only two businesses that actually show up at the top. So all those psychological triggers make it so that the conversion rate, like when somebody actually either clicks to call or they click here to send a message, I mean, these people are like, the conversion rate is usually 30% greater even than businesses that you find down here, which these businesses are on what's called Google Business, or previously known as the maps. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so that's what we really optimize for is, we specifically help businesses, show up and get set up in this section right here. And there's a lot of verticals that, that they just opened up Google Verified for.
Wow.
And
that's awesome.
Yeah, so that's primarily what we do. We help businesses show up here and down here on the maps. So this is sometimes called the organic section, because if somebody calls from here, you don't pay. But if somebody calls from up here, they would pay. But you can also start showing up here almost instantly. It takes typically like 3 to 6 months to get a business to show up as one of these businesses up here, down here.
Yeah.
So that's that. Let me go over what I was planning on covering today.
Totally cool. Yeah.
And then we can, any questions that you have, we can go over. But the thing that I always like to say, and what I, in addition to helping businesses get optimized for those two sections there, the other thing that we do, in addition to creating that stream of pre-qualified, pre-sold leads, and I got a question here from Anthony. Okay, we quit running Google ads in July and stuck with only LSA. Some months you can see 400 to 500. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, so boom. Okay, so Anthony, so here's the thing. So funny that you tell me, Anthony. I'm glad that you're on, because I've been trying to crack this nut for the auto repair industry, because the local service ads just opened up for and I'd love to have you on here. If you could click the link to jump in here, I would love to just talk to you for a second. And I promise you, I'll give you some value. I'll give you some free value. If you just jump in here with me, or at least respond to my message, via message. I mean, it'd be great, because what I'm trying to find out is I've been just cold calling businesses, specifically auto repair businesses. And it seems like a lot of you guys just already have a lot of business. But I'm glad to hear what you're saying. And you're right. You will see that across the board. So I think what I need to do is I'm going to go into a certain area, and I'm going to look for businesses that are specifically running Google pay-per-click. And I'm going to call those businesses and see if I can convert them over to local service ads, because they're going to make so much more money. I'm going to quote you here. I'm actually going to take a screenshot of that, what you just said right there, because that's money. I mean, that's exactly what, yeah. So if you can just tell me anything else that you've learned from local service ads, who's running your local service ads, number one. And by the way, we can help your local service ads run better. Okay. Here's the thing, Anthony. What I was just about to talk to Jack about is, and most business owners don't want to admit this, but I will bet you if I looked at your local service ads and you gave us access to your account, or if you looked at it right now, I will bet you that you will see that probably 30% of your phone calls are being missed, Anthony. And I can help you with that. And that's what the Google, that's what a conversational AI agent is best used for. Because the three ways that a business will stay ranked and rank ahead of its competitors in the Google verified or Google local service ad section, okay, is the 3 R's. It's reviews, radius, response rate. Okay, your mobile repair, LSA is all about timing and reviewing each lead daily. Tell LSA who is valuable. We also take advantage of AI price calls. Oh, I love that. Okay. I was going to talk about that today. So, Jack, I don't know if you've seen this, but Google will actually make outbound phone calls on behalf of potential customers for auto repair. Like, in other words, somebody looks up auto repair. Okay. So let's say like on my phone here. Okay. First of all, let me just, Anthony, if you jump in, it'd be great. I'm going to post this link here again. There's the link, but let me post it again. There. If you can jump in here, it'd be great. I would love to add. So here's what I wanted to do is let me type in, for example, auto repair. Okay. And I'm going to show you everybody what Anthony's talking about. So the solution, here we go. So here's Google local service ads. And look at that. There's only one. They're really only showing one in Miami. Oh my gosh. See, this is the opportunity. This is why I'm calling on this. So this is a Google verified business, but I bet you if we called him, there's about a 20% chance that the call does not get answered. And if it doesn't, what we do is we set up an AI agent that sounds like a human to answer the phone and also qualify the lead, to identify what type of service they want, what type of auto repair they want. And then once they've qualified the lead, to do a warm transfer to your phone number. So AI agent asks for price on brakes for specific vehicles. You need to respond like a robot and give simple answers. AI will then ask for soonest availability, and then you be very simply, I get it. So how about instead of you having to do that, Anthony, you have an AI agent do that? Why do you have to be on the call talking to a robot? You can have a robot talk to a robot. Right? So here's his question. So here's his previous one. I didn't show his previous thing. So we are a mobile auto repair. LSA is all about timing and reviewing each lead daily. Tell LSA who is valuable. We also take advantage of AI price calls. So I'm going to show you that in a bigger market. So what market are you in, Anthony? I want to pull up your location. It would be great to have you in here, but if you're not, just tell me your location and I'm going to show everybody what you're talking about. And I'm going to show you actually live, if you don't mind, what your response time is on message leads. And I promise you, I will give you value. If you tell me your business name, I will help you improve your local service ads for free right now. So just tell me what area you're in. If you don't want to tell me your business name, just tell me the area you're in and I'll do a search. So, and then I'll show everybody what we were going to talk about anyway, which is the AI ask agent, which is, okay. At the end of the conversation, okay, you're in Nashville. Awesome. Okay. At the end of the conversation, we tell AI that pricing and scheduling can be found online. Google AI thanks you for additional information and ends conversation. Tell Google goodbye as well. Nice. Okay. Yeah, but see how you can tell it that the pricing can be found online. Even better though is if you actually price quoted it potentially on the call, and the AI agent can do that for you. Okay. So, okay, you said Nashville. So let me just type, let me go to Nashville. Hold on. So I'm going to type in auto repair Nashville. And how did you find out, Anthony, about local service ads? And I hope it's Nashville, Tennessee. I hope, right? So is this one of you? Is this are you either Phoenix Auto Repair or Renstall? And if you're not, then that tells me something. We give price immediately and give soonest availability as Google tries to end call as soon as we tell them to tell additional information. Yes, exactly. You want to give Google the if not in areas I'm targeting, then you won't see me. Yeah, so tell me the areas that you're targeting. I mean, you're in Nashville, so I'm assuming that you would want to show up in Nashville. So if it's not Nashville, then let me know. I just want to search for. So look at this. There's only in Nashville, Tennessee. You've only got these guys. You're getting a ton of phone calls. I mean, I just know it. We live off organic traffic. Yeah, but organic. But how much is now coming from local service ads? And are you either the car people or Wilson Tire? Let me know. And by the way, here's my question to you as well. Are you submitting the surveys that Google wants you to submit so that you get better leads, Anthony? Number one, if you're not, you need to do that. You need to listen to every single call. And that's what we do. We do that for our clients. And we also submit refunds for you so that you actually can get money back from Google. So you said, of course, but what area are you targeting? It would be great to just to see that, because so look at this. I know that neither one of these are you, because I think you said you have message leads turned on, and none of these guys have message leads turned on. So you could actually rank for Nashville if you're in Nashville. So I'm assuming that, and by the way, if you don't have message leads turned on, the AI can respond to message leads. We have AI VoIP, but prefer to take LSA calls directly. Okay. You can take LSA calls directly, but why, you don't need to. And Google actually prefers to get short, simple, and direct answers, and to get the call answered as fast as possible. And the AI can answer the calls immediately without you having to do it. And it can qualify the person. And if there needs to be more information, then it can transfer the call immediately if it's not an LSA call. And AI VoIP, I don't know what that is. It's not an AI agent. If it doesn't sound like a human and it's not answering on your behalf, then it's not AI. So look, the opportunity here is, if you're not in the higher quality areas I'm targeting for LSA, then I know that. So tell me the areas that you're targeting. Our organic mobile company should appear on organic results for you. I just want to know where you're targeting so I can pull up your business. Because I have a feeling that, yeah, all of I just need a city. I know Middle Tennessee. I don't know the cities in Middle Tennessee. So I just tell me the city. A city that you want to rank in, that you think you're showing up in. Nashville. Okay, you're not showing up in Nashville, number one. Okay, you're not. I'm looking at it right here. So is one of these, are you Phoenix, Renstall, the car people, or Wilson Tire? Just let me know. And then let me go to Franklin. And if not, if you are one of these, why don't you have message leads turned on? Because if you did, you could get a bunch more leads, and you're going to be the only one that gets them. And they're super easy to convert because it's all over text, and the AI agent can crush it for you. And also you can actually be open 24/7. None of these guys are open 24/7. They all close at 5:30. So you can get leads 24 hours with an AI agent answer the phone for you. So you could get a lot more business. Okay, so let me go back here. Franklin, I'm going to type in Franklin. Does this make sense, Jack?
Yeah. I'm following, bro.
Okay. Okay. Look, so I think you're probably Rhinestall. It's probably your business because Rhinestall showing up in both. Now, okay. So these are the only ones that are paying. This guy's not paying. That's why he's below the mark here. It's not Rhinestall. Okay. Then you're not showing up. You don't have Google verified then on. Either that or you don't have the LS, you don't have LSA turned on. So CS Automotive, Rhinestall, and Christian Brothers are the only three that are approved for Google verified in your area.
Are those guys verified? I don't see check marks.
Yeah, they are.
Oh,
See?
you have to click on it. Got it.
Yep. And this guy is verified, but his badge isn't showing because he's not paying. He doesn't have a budget. So he's showing up here, and this is one thing I tell people is that you can actually show up here for free and still get free phone calls, even though you're not paying. I know.
You get verified.
Yeah.
Because he's verified, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So Anthony, what I'm looking up is very simple. Look, auto repair shop, Franklin, Tennessee. And then I already did Nashville. And now I'm going to do Murfreesboro. Brake repair is the only thing we service. Okay. But you said auto repair. Okay. Brake repair. Got it. Now I'm going to do it. Brake repair. Okay. So your rollaway, mobile brake repair. That's you. We found you. Hallelujah. God damn.
Got him.
That only took.
It was a riddle. He solved the riddle.
I know. It's like. So yes, thank you, Anthony. Boom. Yes, thank you. Okay. So
boom.
Boom. So all right. So okay. So now let me go back to Nashville. Okay, so you're not showing up here at the top. What does that tell me? You're not answering the phone fast enough. And you're not showing up in Nashville. You said you want to show up for Nashville, but you're not. So just letting you know, you're not listed in Nashville at all. Oh, sorry. Brake repair. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's true for brake repair. Murfreesboro. There we go. Brake repair. Okay, this is you. I think this is. You said it's Covenant, right? It must be. If it's not, we only show in certain neighborhoods in Nashville, higher quality neighborhoods. Belt. That's what I was saying. Like, I just need to know the cities that you want to show up in. Okay, so this guy, if this is you, I forget if this is the same. So no message leads turned on, and you're not showing up if this isn't you for Murfreesboro. Let me type in Bellevue. Bellevue. Okay. Oh yeah. So yeah, you weren't showing up for Murfreesboro because you're rollaway mobile brake repair, and you got 149 reviews, which is great. The other thing that we do is we have an AI agent actually make outbound phone calls to get reviews. Once the job is done, the AI agent makes an outbound phone call, calls the person, says, "Hey, how was your experience?" And then if the person says great, then they actually send a text while the person's on the call, and it actually walks them through verbally, like how to leave the review. So yeah, I would definitely turn on message leads. You're missing out, and you're closing at 8, but you could be open 24/7. You could get a lot more leads from this program by having an AI agent. Message leads are terrible for auto repair. It was a lot easier to teach LSA better quality leads. Yeah, but if you actually had a way to respond to the message leads with an AI agent that does it automatically for you, you can train the agent just like you would train an employee through a prompt and through the conversations that you guys have. So we would train the agent very simply. So, and I would let you try it for a week and prove to you that it would crush for you. Yeah. So there's definitely some opportunities for you to improve. So, and I was trying to get it to show for the AI. So here, typically, like here, let me try to get the AI outbound thing to show up so I can show you, Jake or Jack here. Let's see. So here, if I type in plumber, okay. So here's one so this is what Google's doing. Get competitive quotes. We waste a lot of money already from calls about services we don't offer. Yeah, well, this is what I'm saying, Anthony. So what you can do in order to avoid that is you fill out thank you for saying that, is you fill out a survey and you give Google feedback on the calls that you're getting, but you'd have to listen to every call. And that's what we do on behalf of you so that you get only the leads that you're looking for. Okay. So do you like listening to all those calls? Because you said that you're listening to the calls. I mean, I don't know if that's your best, the best use of your time, So are you submitting the calls to get refunds as well? That's the other question. So that's what our team does. And we make it so that we get credit back once or twice a month. Yeah. Well, if you submit them sooner and faster, like our team does, they do it immediately. You can improve that from once or twice a month to like almost, to more. so I hope that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, if you don't mind me asking, like, how many leads do you think a month? I save a lot of money staying up on doing it myself. If I didn't, I'd have nothing else to do at 1 a.m. when I can't sleep. Nice. Oh, God. Well, okay. There you go. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, you can do it yourself. If that's your best use of your time. We can also submit a request to get reviews once the jobs are done. So we can put all that on autopilot. Yeah.
I wonder how Anthony gets his reviews now. I mean, wonder what his process is.
Yeah, Anthony, how are you getting reviews? Yeah, it'd be great to know. So what I was showing you, Jack, is there's if you're looking for a business, here you go. Look, have AI check prices. Look at this. So you can this is what Anthony was talking about. I can click this button and I can say, I'm looking for this type of service, whatever. And it will make outbound calls on my behalf and get all the questions to my answers to my questions.
Oh, Google calls on behalf of the customer?
Yeah, that's what Anthony was talking about.
Oh.
So this is why I'm saying, this is why, look, the number. So
got it.
This is why conversational AI agents are a necessity and not kind of a nice to have now, because the number of inbound phone calls that businesses are going to get is only going to go up, like a lot. Mm-hmm. And by the way, hold on, too many leads from LSA, but most importantly, we get 5+ calls a day organically from Google price checking AI. Yeah. So
there it is. Yeah.
So again, I mean, I will bet you that our AI answering those Google AI inbound calls is going to get you better results than your humans. Because we can train the agent to answer exactly the way that Google wants, and and much faster.
It's good.
So yeah, so I would put the AI agent not only on your local service ads, but also on your Google Business Profile page. So what we could do is we could make it so that if you can't get to the call in 15 seconds, yeah, I get it. You took the words right out of my mouth. The more we treated Google like a robot with simple responses, the more Google called. Exactly. They want business owners to answer immediately, and they want you to give very specific, short, and to the point answers. And that's what our AI agent does. And you're getting 5 calls a day. I'm telling you guys, like, so the number of inbound calls is only going to go up. And the AI agent, if you don't, we can make the phone calls go to your phone, Anthony, first. And if you can't answer in 10 to 15 seconds, then we can have the AI answer. So that's what I would recommend. 100%. So, yeah. And I'm going to be looking in your area because I like your market. I'm gonna call a bunch of businesses in your area and talk to them about the AI agent and get them set up, because I think there's no competition in your area for that, and nobody's using AI. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I mean, I just think that, yeah. I mean, it's a big, it's a big opportunity. And I think, eventually, this is where things are going, so I'm glad that you're able to see this, Jack, because I think that, I think there's, a lot to be learned from what we just talked about here, because you can see, I mean, you just saw like the gist of why I came up with the AI solution. I started down that path 2 years ago, because I know across the board, 30% of calls are not answered. 30% of calls for all businesses are just not answered. And 20 to 30% of those calls are never called back.
Crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
So, and I talk to business owners, and typically a lot of them are like, hey, I mean, I know that this is, I know we answer all our phone calls. And then when I look, like, I've never, put it this way, I've never seen more than a 5%, 5% of calls missed. At least 5% of calls are being missed every time. But yeah, Anthony, we love LSA will charge you if a customer leaves a voicemail, so you better answer. I agree. I agree. Well, they will, Anthony. I'm glad that you said that. They actually will if you don't dispute the call quickly. If you dispute the call quickly, and if you answer the call in less than 30 seconds and you disqualify it, or find out that it's not a good lead, which the AI will do, and see, you're getting voicemails, so I know you're missing calls. So you must really like staying up late at night, and I mean, I don't know what else to say. So keep doing it, buddy. I mean, LSA makes you wait 24 hours. No, not when you've got the API access like we've earned over the last 20 years. So we have API access. So glad you said that. You're making such good points for me. This is great. So they make you wait 24 hours unless you've been granted API access to their LSA. Yeah. So thank you, Anthony. So we have, our agency has been granted API access because we've been working with them since it started 9 years ago. There's only, as far as I know, there's only one other agency in the world that has API access to their software platform, and it's Scorpion, and they're one of the largest agencies in the world. So you have to be you have to be a lead aggregator in order to, you have to have typically over 1,000 accounts in your MCC account. You have to be managing, as an agency, you have to be managing over 1,000 accounts. And that's what we do. So we have to, so we can interface directly with their API and submit these refund requests immediately, which is really cool. So anyway, so yeah, it's really, I definitely keep, okay. Yeah, definitely. It'd be great to talk to you. We got about 19 minutes left. Let me go over some of these other topics. Anthony, yeah, you can text us. I mean, here's the number. 619-304-5155. You can talk to Mary, my salesperson, Roque's assistant. You can talk to her or Roque at that number. They'll run an audit for you free of charge. They spend an hour doing doing both of those. So, they would spend almost 2 hours. We only take on clients that we know that we can help. So, it would make sense for you to text us at this number, and no obligation. We can evaluate your local service ad and your Google business profile. You can join our community at Accelerate or at school.com/local lead labs, or you might be in our community. Are you in my community? Let me know if you're in the school community, Anthony. And that's our website, accelerateyourmarketing.com. Let me go through some of these other topics. So one was, okay, the ask button overhaul. Google is replacing the Maps Q&A with an AI-powered ask button to optimize. So optimize your profile now or lose the conversation. So here's what this is talking about. So hold on one second. So down here, like for Ben Franklin, there used to be a Q&A, but now on more of these, there's a Ask AI button that people can click, but obviously it's not on this one yet. So that's where you want to have your conversation with somebody. Now, if there's this business doesn't have any Q&As either, or maybe they just took them off. Oh wait, this. Oh, that's why. Hold on. I was looking at the here. I was looking at the Google verified. So yeah, there's no social media updates. Yep. Yeah, there's no additional make appointment. I like, this is great that they've got their make appointment thing. The other thing is I would add, if you don't, and this company didn't do it, but you can add a button here that allows people to text you. They're not doing that, and that will definitely increase the number of leads that you get. So that's a free one for you there, Anthony. I'm not, but I tune into lives. Hold on. When I can. And also appreciate the information you share on your, thanks. Yeah. I've been doing that for a while on YouTube. Yeah. Does it help you? I mean, it'd be great if you're getting a lot of value. If you just, because you probably found out about Google Verified from me, because I gave the update recently about how 4 or 5 months ago, how Google opened up Google Verified for auto repair. So if you did get that information from me, then man, it'd be great if you could go and leave us a review. I'm going to show you, Jack, how to do that. So here's a secret. If you go to here, hold on. Here's a really quick way to get the link, the what I call the naked link. You just go to Google Chrome and then type in my business. Then you scroll down and you can grab the link for your Google. Wait, is this hold on. No, that's the here. So I'm going to put a link here, Anthony, if you feel like leaving a review. Make it a 2W review, what benefits you received and why you would recommend us. That'd be awesome. Copy this link here. I'm going to post that. Oh, shoot. It's not. Let me see if it, did it just, oh, it didn't. Hold on. Ask for reviews. Hold on. Let me just, for whatever reason, it's just, yeah, it's just giving me, it's weird. It's just giving me my business name and that's it. It's not giving me the actual link. That sucks. Here, get more. Maybe this will do it. Okay, now I'm going to go back. Hold on. Let me see if that does it. There we go. Okay, yeah, that's it. All right, I'm posting this to you as a comment, Anthony. So there's the link. What the heck? Why isn't it? Okay, now I think I got it. What is going on here? So I'm trying to just copy this link. So this is the link that you would send people to get a review. So this is, and by the way, you want to add, have people add photos for your business as well. That's a really powerful strategy, especially when you get links from people or you get photos from people that are not in your business. It really helps your rankings a lot. Oh my gosh, for whatever reason, it's not letting me paste it. But you can just look us up, Accelerate Marketing San Diego. I don't know why it's not. I have no idea. I'm gonna grab this link. I don't know if that's gonna. I don't know. Maybe it's not gonna do it. I don't know. It's weird. So anyway, that's the link that you'd want to use. If you want to give me some feedback there, Anthony. How did you find out about local service ads? Because one of the things that we get as a benefit as being a partner, Jack, and also people that are, we've got about 4 or 5 people that are listening, is, we help our clients by getting a partner update every month. We get a newsletter, and that tells us, what verticals are opening up next, what changes are happening on the local service ads or Google verified platform. And that way we can roll that out and really keep our clients, in the know and at the top. So, all right, let me go back here and just wrap up what I wanted to talk about today. And then you can ask any questions you have, Jack. So we talked about the AI ask button. LSA value-based price. Hopefully that makes sense. Basically, what I was trying to say about the ask button is just below the Google Business Profile or in the Google Business Profile page, instead of the Q&A section, there's going to be an AI ask button. So you want to optimize that, and there are specific strategies for doing that. And like Sterling Sky just wrote an article about this. They're really good. I mean, I like Joy. She's really good. She knows her shit. Yeah, I'm not seeing that specific article, but you definitely want to the way that you would optimize that section is really just from your website, because Google's going to pull information from your website, especially from Q&As on your website, to fill out that ask button. That would be on your Google business page. So LSA value-based pricing. So there's a shift from pay per lead to value-based for message leads. So you can actually adjust your bidding specifically for message leads now. And I would suggest that you do that because you'll get more message leads, Anthony. They just changed that. So you're going to get more message leads by doing that. And then number 3, AI generated local overviews, how to structure your GBP data to feed Google's new AI generated summaries that appear above the map pack. So this would be done really by what I just said. You want to make sure that on your website that you really optimize your FAQ or create an FAQ page, number 1. And Google will usually pull in the information from that FAQ page and pull that into your to the AI section there as well. And you'll show up for large language model searches as well. So that's that. We got a few more minutes before we wrap it up. Did that all make sense though, Jack? Or
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm fresh into this, but yeah, pretty much. I mean, is it basically like you're paying for LSAs as a Google business, right? And then once you're setting a budget, I'm assuming, and then the second that budget gets reached, like a new business kind of gets generated is that how it works? Is that how the algorithm works?
You get accepted for the local service ads platform. You identify what areas that you want to show up in, and what you do is you just optimize your local service ads by doing the 3 R's: reviews, radius, response rate. Get more reviews, optimize your radius by identifying all the cities, all the zip codes, all the counties that you want to show up in, like Anthony was talking about. And which, by the way, Anthony, you definitely want to do that. Not just the cities, but the zip codes and the counties. That's some more free consulting for you. Reviews, radius, response rate. And then you want to set up an AI agent to answer all phone calls and respond to all message leads in 30 seconds. And you also want to have somebody submitting surveys to Google quickly so that Google knows what type of leads that you want more of. That way you're going to get better quality leads. Okay. Anthony said, we have a Q&A page and we have a short Q&A, all other pages. Blog building is back in. Yeah, it is a little bit. AI overview. Have short Q&A on all other pages. Blog building is back in. AI overview has taken over a lot of Google user accounts. AI overview, yeah, and soon it will all be overview. I agree. Yeah, AI overview is what he's talking. We'll show you if we can get it to generate here. Auto. Let's see. No, you said brake repair. I'll say auto repair. Okay. Here's again, have AI check prices, which is great. There's no AI overview for this one, but some cities they do, and it will just be like an AI overview. It's like but they're still going to show those local service ads businesses at the top, and dominance online will eventually be, are you answering and providing the questions on your behalf that AI is giving the customer now? What information is AI telling customers? Be that information. Yeah. Are you answering? I couldn't have said it better myself. This is why we have such an opportunity, Jack. Hopefully you can see Anthony's like, telling you like, this is it. Dominance online will eventually be, are you answering the phone within 30 seconds? I agree with that. And responding to message leads within 30 seconds. Okay. for conversion, and so that Google will rank you higher, because Google's listening to all the phone calls. It sees how quickly you answer the phone. If you don't answer fast or respond to the message leads in 30 seconds, it's going to rank you lower. And we already saw that with Anthony's business. The questions on your behalf that AI is giving the customer now. Yeah, I agree. So you want to make sure that the AI is trained with the correct prompting. And this is why our AI agent is so powerful, is because we train our AI agents on previous conversations that it has with humans. All we do is click a box and it goes, oh, we want you to use this conversation to train the agent, so the agent behaves exactly the same way whenever Google calls. Does that make sense? Jack?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to rank on Google, then you need to be Google's employee of the month every month. I agree. You're on their platform, and they have a business, and the business is to provide the best businesses for people that find those businesses on their platform. And the only way that Google can determine that is think about it. If you were Google, how would you determine that? You would listen to the calls. You would identify how quickly the business owner answers the phone and responds to message leads. And you would look at the reviews. You would look at the reviews like very, very thoroughly and see if people are happy with the service. And you would also make sure that the business is submitting and giving feedback to you. This is Google actually said, Anthony, that one of the ranking factors for local service ads is filling out the surveys, whether or not a business owner fills out the surveys and gives Google feedback or not. And I think you can get more refunds as well. But anyway, we're right at 3:00. This was great. I think it was a really good, we got 3 or 4 people on. You guys, if you have any questions, please post them to us. I'm going to call if Anthony doesn't call me, I think I'm just going to start calling some auto repair guys in Nashville.
Do you specifically have a certain niche, or are you basically just anybody that could use this? Is that your?
Well, we service. Look, if I see other. It depends. Like if I see an opportunity like this, I'll go after that. But we also work with specific verticals. We've worked a lot with attorneys, but I don't know. We've worked with probably over 20 different verticals over the past 20 years.
Got it.
Maybe more, but we specialize in probably a handful right now. But yeah, I need my competition to step it up so I can do better myself. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, see, this is what I run into a lot of times with some of the businesses we talk to. Like these guys they've just got so much business. They don't know what to do with it all. It's like already, and so it's really just finding a business that really wants to grow is the opportunity for us. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think you really this. I couldn't have drawn it up any better. Because we got. Well, the only thing it could have been better is if Anthony actually got on the horn with us here and actually got didn't wimp out and got on video with us and talked to us. But anyway. Let's talk later. Thanks, guys. Thanks, Anthony, for joining, and you can text me anytime at that number, and we'll talk later, Jack.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, man. All right. See ya.
Yep. Bye.